All right, in example 4, the experiment consists of rolling a pair of dice and observing the number that appears uppermost on each die. Okay, so we're going to look at all of the different possible outcomes. Now, one thing that's interesting is you might think, well, the order doesn't matter. But I will tell you, with dice rolls, um, it's better to consider order mattering because then we have equally likely events. Okay, so what you'll see when we do these dice rolling problems is that we consider order to matter. And the main reason is it just makes the probability easier because then you have equally likely outcomes. All right, so here are all the possible outcomes. Good thing I didn't have to write that all out, right? It's all right there. We can get a 1 and a 1, a 1 and a 2, a 1 and a 3, a 1 and a 4, a 1 and a 5. We could get a 2 and a 1, and a 2 and a 2, a 2 and a 3, and so on. Okay, and this is how we would list it out as a set. You got the curly brackets on either side. And in this case, because they're numbers, we have to. That's why we have the parentheses with comma in the middle, because if I wrote 1 1 1 2 1 3 1 4, it looks like 11 12 13 14. So just to eliminate confusion, we write it in parentheses with commas in between. Okay, so but this list in roster notation represents all of this graphic here, which shows all the possible outcomes. All right, so like here's a 6 6, which corresponds to that. All right, so now there's nothing to do there because I did it all for you. It's a pain to write out, but it's there, so you don't have to write it out. But let's take a look at part B. Part B is asking us to determine the event E6 in which the uppermost numbers add up to 6. So the sum is 6. All right, so let's take a look at all of our outcomes. Now I've strategically arranged these as well. I kind of arranged them in kind of a table almost. And so let's find all of those outcomes that add to 6. All right. So I'm just gonna circle it. I know 5 1, 4 2, 3 3, 2 4, and 1 5. All of those outcomes would add up to 6. Okay, so I'm just going to put a little 6. That's our E6. All right, now we probably want to write it out, So E6, we don't get too lazy. It's going to be 5 comma 1. It's going to be 4 comma 2. And it's going to be 3 comma 3, 2 comma 4, and 1 comma 5. Okay, we have to put curly brackets around it because it's a set. All right. Part C, we want to find the event E3 where the uppermost numbers sum up to 3. Okay, so where is that event in our sample space? It's just these two things right here, right? So this is our E3. So let's write that out with the proper notation. Okay, we have curly brackets, and then we're just going to list the elements of the set. So 2 1 and 1 2. All right. Part D, we want to determine E9, which is the event where the uppermost numbers add up to 9. Okay, so let's find that. In our sample space, well, let's see. I'm seeing it along this diagonal here. Okay, so that's our E9. So let's write it out. So E9 is just the set that contains the events 6 comma 3, right? 5 comma 4, 4 comma 5, and 3 comma 6. Okay, so those are the events. All right, I will meet you in the next video and we'll go through example 5.